Welcome back to Crash and Burn Gaming. Today we are going to be in DCS and we're going to be flying a Mi-24P, which is the Hind, uh, this bird right here. Um, Basically DCS has given everybody a free rein on testing any modules or any planes or jets or helicopters that you want. And today I'm going to take advantage of that by trying to fly the Hind. This will be my second flight, and the first one did not go very well. So I've adjusted my X52 stick with a couple trim buttons and this and that, just to make it a little easier and to see if we can fly this a little better than the last time, which I did not video because it was just awful. See how much different it is to fly than the, okay, two cockpits open, than the Huey.
Welcome to the first training lesson on the
Alright, here we go.
Mi-24P Hind helicopter.
Set my,
Today we'll learn basic procedures to start and take off this bird. Mi-24 is a two-seat helicopter operated by a pilot and co-pilot gunner,
This is
also
the first
known
seat.
as a weapon operator.
This is the
Use
weapons
keyboard
dude.
keys 1 and 2 to switch between seats. In this lesson,
This one
we
here.
will act as a pilot
There we go.
and occupy the upmost cockpit situated behind the operator's one.
Okay, good.
So, we begin. First, switch on all the circuit breakers on the right and left back walls.
Okay,
Use
so
the support metal frames to
use this
move
guy.
them up all at once. Or
Okay.
use keyboard keys, right Control plus right Shift plus 1, and
the
right
other one.
Control plus right Shift plus 2.
Good to go. Check, check.
Turn to the right side and switch on both batteries on the right electric deck. Then, locate the power from bed switch. Open the cover and move the switch to the up position.
Отказал насос расходного
You got
бака.
the Russian voices too. That's awesome.
Activate PO750A power inverter. Watch the appropriate
Okay.
light is lit above the switch. If you are unable to see the bottom part of the electric deck, slide,
65
close the
Yep.
door by
Исправим.
clicking the door handle with the mouse, or use left Control plus C.
Look at the modeling in this. That is just
Pressurize the cockpit by opening the
Crazy.
pressure valve on the left side.
okay.
Rotate the wheel handle counterclockwise by dragging it to the left. Release
Okay.
the main rotor shaft brake by lowering the brake lever on the right side of the seat.
All right, take a quick peek outside here. Look at that. There's a lot. Can get a lot of guys in there. It reminds me of the movie Rambo when he he was getting chased by this crazy Russian fella in here in one of these Hinds. Okay, back to the game. Enough fantasizing about movies. All right.
Turn to the left and up a bit and locate the fire protection panel.
Fire
Move
protection.
master switch and fire extinguisher switches to the up position.
That one there. Okay. Check, check.
Switch on service tanks, fuel cut-off valves, crossfeed and transfer pumps for all tanks.
All
If
right.
you're equipped with external tanks, switch the appropriate external tank's rocker to the up position also.
Check.
At the next step, we'll start the auxiliary power unit, APU. During APU start, we have to monitor battery voltage do not drop below 18 volts.
Okay. Where do
In
you do
order to
that?
do this, rotate the voltmeter selector 2 notches to the bed position.
Okay. Where's the volts first? Does it show me anything? I'm gonna. Do these gauges work?
Now, we are ready to start the APU. Check if APU start crank false start rocker set to start position. Then press an APU start button and hold for 2-3 seconds until
All right.
APU comes to life. Push the right button of the board clock. While APU is spinning up, please monitor. Exhaust gas temperature rises but
Okay, here we
not
go.
exceeds 880.
Okay. So we're under that.
Voltage is not below 18 volts. The green
Oh,
after
here we
on
go.
light should go out during the first 30 seconds after the start. When APU goes idle, check if green APU normal RPM lamps is lit. Green normal oil press lamp is lit.
Where's
EGT
that?
readings don't exceed
I
720.
don't know where that is. Help! Where's all these things
It's
I'm
the
supposed to
right time
monitor?
to start main
Okay.
helicopter engines.
Alright.
We must start from the leeward engine. Today the wind blows from the right, so we have to start the left engine first.
Okay, well,
Check
I have to
if
take
the
your word for
engine
that.
side rocker crank start set to start, and the engine start selector switch is set to left
I
engine
believe that
position.
says up start.
Press the start button and hold it for 2-3 seconds until the left engine comes to life.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Immediately lower the left engine stop lever. Failing to do so, will terminate the normal starting procedure.
Okay.
Use right control plus page up if
Oh,
convenient.
sorry. So we should see.
The engine should come to idle power
Okay.
in no more
Rotor
than 60
spinning.
seconds.
Should see. I think these
Monitor
are two
the following
motors.
parameters during spin up.
Okay.
Green auto on and amber starter on, lights up. Steady RPM
I don't know
increase
where that is.
and main rotor blade starts to move. Oil pressure at 45% of turbine RPM is not lower than
There we
1
go.
kilogram per square centimeter. Amber starter on light should turn off at
And we have movement here.
60-65% of RPM. Green auto on light should maintain the lead state no more than 33 seconds.
Okay.
Warning. During each engine startup,
Don't touch
it's
nothing.
forbidden to
Got it.
move aircraft control sticks, engine RPM handle, or swing engine start selector rocker to another engine.
Okay. Hands off, feet off.
When the left engine goes idle, repeat the procedure for the right engine.
So idle would be there.
Select right
Next
engine
one's
by
gonna come
switching
around.
the engine start rocker
Okay.
to right position first.
And 1, 2, 3.
Lower the right engine stop lever
And-
to down position.
And now we should see.
Check warning lights, RPM, temperature increase, and oil pressure gauges for normal readings.
Okay, these are
Wait
moving.
until engines run at idle for 1 minute. Note, in the case of prolonged APU warm-up
Is anything
or
else
engine
moving?
test runs, engage the APU generator to provide battery recharge using the APU generator
Down here
switch
somewhere.
on the right electric panel.
Yeah, okay.
Do not forget to temporarily switch it off during the engine start phase to
Okay.
avoid possible APU overload.
Okay, so we're bringing up to idle. I believe here. She's not moving very fast. I think we've got a. Oh, that's not even started yet. Those are just generating
Activate dust filters prior to increasing torque.
dust filters. Check.
It's forbidden to increase RPM until engine oil temperature reaches 30 degrees and main gearbox temperature below -50.
Okay.
Place the mouse cursor over the collective stick grip. Depress the right mouse button and rotate the grip marked gas clockwise using a mouse wheel. You can use page up key instead.
Yeah, we'll use page up key. Where is that? Page up. Get her all the way, and there we go. We have.
At the moment the main rotor speed reaches 95 ±2, engage main generators on the right electric panel. Watch the right electric panel, red warning lamps,
Okay,
LH
so we
generator
should be
out
good there.
and RH generator out, turn out. Then green generator parallel lamp turns on.
Out. Power load. Green. Sure.
Turbos, PO 750A and power from battery switches back to off position.
Alright, turn these off. That's external power, I believe.
Switch the main 115 and 36 volts transformers on, moving the rockers to the up position.
Rockers to the up position. Check. and check.
Switch on balls rectifiers.
Well, you gotta have them balls rectified. Otherwise you got problems.
Stop APU turbo engine. Pressing stop APU button on the left side.
I had that once and it wasn't fun. Alright. Okay.
Power on
and
the
here we
guidance
go.
system by switching comp system rocker to the up position.
Sweet. And we
Power
are...
on both vertical gyro systems.
Okay. Good, good. So far.
Now we have to test the gyros using ADI and pitch roll indicators. First, depress for 1 or 2 seconds corresponding cage buttons for both vertical gyros on the main instrumental deck. Watch both red gyro warning lamps above the buttons go off. Also, notice red markers on ADI pitch and roll indicator go off.
Okay,
ADI
pitch and roll.
indication should coincide with current aircraft
Here.
pitch and roll parking angles.
Yep, that went off. Okay, good.
Set adjust stop switch to on. Note the red warning lamp located to the right
Here.
diminishes and zero indicator bar settles near the center according to the current ambient air density.
Okay,
That
that's right
indicates
there.
the normal working state of SPUU 52. Note that at near sea level altitudes, low or moderate temperatures, when air density is high, the bar may settle to the right of center. In the conditions
Okay.
of low air density, the bar may stay in the leftmost position.
I got a fan here too. Does that fan
In the
come on?
next step, we'll engage autopilot control channels. Use backspace key to hide the sticks and obscuring cockpit elements.
Oh, I can
In the
do that.
case
That's
of
no big deal.
autopilot panel is not reachable by the mouse. You may also make the left
One.
mouse click on the forward edge of the seat to produce the same action. Depress 3 green on buttons to activate yaw, roll and pitch control channels.
Okay.
Press backspace again to show hidden sticks back. Look to the left and power on all radio and communication systems.
Oh, there is a lot to do here just to get off the ground. Wow.
Switch radio altimeter, Doppler, blink, radar warning power and IFF system to on.
I think from now on I might just use the auto start. I'm never going to remember
In
all
3
this.
minutes after the guidance system is powered, you may align it. Look to the bottom panel. Check if the 3-position mode selector is set to mark. Then, depress alignment button for 3 seconds.
Yeah, not sure.
If you need to strafe your view down, use right control plus right shift plus none 2. Set ARK 15 panel mode switch to CAM position.
Calm is a second, right there.
Power on the ARKU2 directional finder panel, located under your left elbow. Switch air conditioner mode to condition on the right panel under your right elbow.
Trying to
This
move
will
slow
bring
so you don't get
conditioned air to
sick.
the cockpit.
That would be right there, I think. Okay.
Now we're ready to start taxiing.
Oh,
Proceed with the
yippee.
following. Release park and brake, left shift plus W. Push the cyclic stick forward smoothly and increase the pitch of the main rotor by
Okay.
gently lifting the collective stick.
Weirdly.
Lower the collective stick when
Okay.
the helicopter starts to move. Use short anti-torque pedal pushes to adjust moment direction.
Okay.
Maintain slow forward motion with longitudinal movements of cyclic control stick and wheel brakes when needed. Do not exceed the speed of 20 kilometers per hour.
Check.
Enable control position overlay indication. Right control plus enter to help you accommodate with controls.
Let's try this.
Turn left to the taxiway.
Actually, we'll put that back on. I want to make sure our sticks are free. Good to go. Take the parking brake off. And we will start moving.
Go up, get the
to the taxiway. Pull back. We don't want to go too fast. Where's my speed indicator? Whoops.
Proceed taxi along the path to the runway.
Okay, we'll worry about that in a bit. We'll eyeball it. We're just going to go slow and steady. So on my first try, I did not really well. I kind of got off the ground, but yeah. But my my X52 was set to my Huey controls, so I had to go through that and reset, make a different profile for my X52 stick throttle and HOTAS to accommodate this different beast. So that took a little bit to get figured out, and hopefully we can.
You have entered the runway. Turn left and align the forward wheel along the center line.
Yes, sir. And so I've got my trim buttons. We'll see how they turn out. I have trim set. Alright. And wow, this is touchy. Holy. Whew. Okay, so we're going to stop in a line. That's pretty good. Put my parking brake on. Okay.
We have to execute the higher power check before each flight. Gently pull the control stick back and right. Then smoothly pull up the collective stick until the helicopter hangs its wheels 1.5 meters above the ground.
Okay.
Push the right pedal proportionally to compensate for the torque and constant tendency to make the left turn. Control the longitudinal and lateral movements of the helicopter with the cyclic stick.
Alright, so if this is a Huey, I had to pull back into the left, but this one here is pulling to the right. Because the blades, are the blades turning? They must be turning the other way. Okay. Here goes nothing. Raise our collective and compensate until we get light. Okay, so there we go. And let's see. We are almost off the ground. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Okay, back. We're gonna reset because that was almost a severe fail. We have to do better than that. We're compensating for the torque. And the front wheel's gonna come off. Yeah, you have to go way over to the right. Set our trim. That's a little better. And we are up. And stop this forward motion. We want to get into a nice hover. And that.
Check whether the main rotor speed is not less than 93% at hovering. Gently move the collective down and lower the helicopter to the ground until steady on wheels.
Okay, so we're coming back down. That was kind of a failed hover check, but that's okay. This is actually farther than I got on the first one, so we're gonna slowly lower this guy down. Come on, don't fail me here. Making me look bad here. Let's get back onto the center runway here. Just move over a bit. And then we're just gonna slowly, man, every little collective input is
Today we will perform the
needs to
rolling
take
takeoff procedure.
quite severe
Increase the
cyclic and rudder
collective smoothly until
changes.
the helicopter becomes light on the landing gear.
Well, I've got to get
Move
back
the
on the ground
cyclic
here.
slightly
There we
forward
go.
of the neutral hovering position
Okay.
to start the forward movement. Maintain a straight ground track with the lateral cyclic and head in with anti-torque pedals until a climb speed of 20-30 km per hour is established. Smoothly apply collective to full and pull cyclic a bit to get helicopter in the air. Maintain
Okay.
an altitude to take advantage of ground effect for a while. Then allow the airspeed to increase toward normal climb speed, thus to get 70 kilometers per hour of airspeed at 25 meters of altitude. Using G key, retract landing gear above 15 meters off the ground at 70 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
When you use clickables in the cockpit, first release gear lever lock with the left mouse button prior to moving landing gear lever up.
Release gear level lock with the left mouse button. So where's the release gear level lock? Ah. Oh, okay. That's why I wouldn't. Okay. All right. So let's go. Release the parking brake, and we're going to just give it a little bit of goose here and get moving. And then we'll see. We're going to do a circuit, a right-hand circuit, and then we'll see whether or not I can keep this thing from crashing. Gonna give it a little more collective, and we're getting moving. We are rolling positive, and I'm gonna say that is pretty good. And getting light, so we're gonna give her a little more collective and pull back, and away we go. All right, give me some more collective. All right. Move forward now, get some momentum. And we are at full collective now. And gear level lock. And we'll go gear up.
After takeoff and getting safe altitude, establish the normal climb power setting and switch off the dust
Look
filters.
at that, there goes the gear. Okay, after takeoff and getting a safe altitude, dust filter. Right, okay. So we're going to
The
take...
lesson is over.
okay,
Try
oh,
again
cool.
if you feel you are not perfect.
Well, I could be here for 3 weeks. So we're going to climb up to about 700. Where's my vertical speed? Okay. And here's our altitude right here, vertical speed. And I believe that's our forward momentum. So we're going to keep that vertical pretty stable. And we're going to climb up to about 700. And we're going to do a pattern. And I believe this tree line right here is parallel to the runway. Yes. All right, we're climbing very nicely. No, don't go down. We need to go up. Couple more feet. Gonna leave ourselves a lot of. Actually, I'm gonna go move over a little bit more to the edge of the other tree line. I think, because I think that's too close. That's a pretty tight pattern. I don't want to be. I probably should be over by that tree line, way over there, and then come back around. Yeah, that's where we'll go. Over here. Okay, and the trim buttons seem to be working. Let's do a flyby. Flyby. That looks pretty cool. And we're coming up on 600, over 600. Vertical speed. Our speed is nice. Vertical speed is good. And we're going to turn probably that tree line way over there and come straight in. Now I forgot to find out where that is, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to reduce the collective. Bring our vertical speed down to level flight. That is looking good. We're a little too fast. We're going to reduce a little more. Pull back. It's just another helicopter, but significantly bigger than the Huey. But they all fly generally the same. This is a lot heavier, and it can't be thrown around as fast or as quickly as the Huey. So let's go up here. And there's a runway there. So we're a little low. Climb back up to 700. And then we will turn and start our descent. We should probably already be starting our descent. Yeah, okay, we're close. Okay, good. So we're going to reduce collective, pull back. We're still level flight. We're slowing down slightly. So I believe right about there we go. And we're going to start our turn. And yeah, okay. So we need to start coming down now. Reduce, reduce, reduce. I think we're going about as fast as we want to go. Looking good. This is really cool. It's quite... I gotta set my air track IR. And now we start our descent. We got quite a bit of room, which is awesome. Gonna be aiming for kind of just a little past the end of the runway. We're a little off here. I'm gonna get back to the right. We'll see how that works. And that is pretty much right where we want to be, 500 feet per minute here. Nice slow descent. And keep our forward speed. Do another flyby. And I'm going to think we're going to drop our gear. And here comes the gear. There we go. Hopefully this will be successful. I'm going to move in my view just a little bit more. There we go. And I want to come down really nicely. I'm going to overshoot, but that's okay. We got a lot of runway for our first try. Not really too terribly worried about it. I just want to come down nice and straight and in one piece. There we go. Pull back, slow down. Yeah, you definitely need your trim buttons for this. Alright, pulling the collective back. And we're going to start really slowing down now. Got to watch our vertical speed because we don't want to go into VRS. I don't know if that's modeled in here. And we're slowing down. That might be a vertical speed indicator, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. And just light movements, and we're almost in a hover. As we come slow down. Alright, and we are... That was not bad, actually. Wow, those power settings are just... Okay, coming to a hover is just a little harder. Come on, baby. Alright, so now we're going to... We are in a nice, fairly stable hover. I'm going to turn around. And I'll get back on the runway first. And get over to... I'm supposed to be over there. I'm not going to taxi. I'm just going to fly over there. I'm in a helicopter. Why not? There ain't nobody around. Tell me not. So far, I am liking this. It's a very, 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 very different animal. But pretty much every helicopter is. And so there we go. We're actually climbing. We don't want to be climbing. And we're just going to park right back where we were, which I believe was right over here. Looks like the other guy's gone. There was two there. And we'll try and bring this back right over here to where we were before. This is like, wow, yeah. Okay, come on. Just gotta move over just a bit, come on. You can do it. We don't want to be hitting our tail rotor on there. We have to move over. And just move our butt over. This is not perfect, but it's... I'll try and line up with that yellow line. That's close enough for me. Okay, so we gotta... Oh. And reduce. Okay. Parking brake on. So that is the tutorial on startup and pretty much just a one quick circuit. And maybe next time, not sure what I'll do. Maybe we'll try some weapons stuff. But for now, that's good enough for now. So thanks for watching, and catch you on the B side.